What up? Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Ash Brown, and this is the Ash Brown Uncensored Show. On this program, I talk a little bit about everything. It may be Ash Brown related. It may be pop culture related. You just don't know. You got to tune in to check it. Okay, so I'm sure that you can tell from the title, it's going to be pop culture related. Oh, yeah. All right, kiddies, gather around the campfire here. And we're going to talk a little bit about something that a lot of kids today probably have never even heard of or knew, but reruns, syndication. That was my life as a 90s kid, all right? So 90s preteen, teenager, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, there was a lot of that. We didn't have streaming services back in the day. On weekends, when, you weren't going out with friends, or your mom wasn't taking you guys to the movies or whatever the case is, you tried to find something on television to watch, and just something that was going to be entertaining, captivating, but fun as well. And one of my guilty pleasures that I won't say that I forgot about them, but for whatever reason, I don't know. I know with entertainment, there's a lot of politics and things that go into things, and why we don't see shows anymore, why certain shows end. I don't know. But one of my favorite pastimes as a kid on the weekends was watching The Kids in the Hall. The Kids in the Hall was this sketch comedy troupe, and they just did the most random, crazy, awkward, animated, just type of, well, not animated like an animation, but just animated as in their delivery show. And it was so ridiculous sometimes, y'all. It was so ridiculous and so crazy and just so weird sometimes that it was entertaining, that it kept my interest. It kept me watching this crazy show. And I remember a couple of times my mom being like, Ash, just turn that off. I don't want to see that. I don't get it. And as a kid, I didn't get a lot of the innuendos. Like, I was looking back on past episodes this week, and I was like, yeah, that flew right over my head. Totally couldn't have got that as a kid. But it was something to watch. And the fact that, 30-something years later, the cast is still here, thank God. All right, everybody's still here. And they rebooted the show. And there were a couple things that I didn't know about it. So I'm going to do my own little research this week to look up some more stuff about them. But I didn't realize that they were Canadian. Nothing wrong with Canada. Love Canada. But I thought that was really cool. I was like, oh, wow. Maybe that's a different brand of comedy that they come from. Or, I really didn't know too much about the cast show back then. Lorne Michaels, executive producer. That makes sense. That's how they got into syndication. Oh, Lorne. Lorne Michaels is the creator of SNL, Saturday Night Live. So anything that Lorne Michaels touches usually turns to gold, typically. It's very few things that he has been involved in that don't just turn to immediate just wonderfulness. And to see the cast now, 30 years later, everybody's gray, everybody's older, but they still have that spark. They have that spark. And so, yes, I watched all 8 episodes this weekend, and it just took me back to just a simpler time, to just laugh and just be like, oh my gosh, that was so stupid that it was funny. It was so stupid. And then to see a lot of SNL alum, which made sense, that you're seeing all of these SNL people or A-listers coming through. Julia Louis-Dreyfus was on it. I saw Kenan Thompson. Davidson was in it as well. And then Tracy Ellis Ross. I was like, go ahead, Tracy Ellis. Go get your cameo, girl. Go get your cameo. But this was a show that is it's either hit or miss. I had posted on social media that I was like, oh my gosh, the Kids in the Hall are back. Who else is watching? And somebody had replied and was like, well, what are you talking about, Kids on? What is that? What are you talking about? And then somebody else was like, oh, Ash, you're just so weird. That show, I couldn't stand that show. I was like, that was an entertaining show for me. I love that show. And I'm so glad that they came back. And I know that they're going to get a season 2. So we're going to claim that. We're going to put that out into the universe. And it was just nice to... And then the song. Oh, my God, the theme song. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, my gosh. Everything took me back to a place of happy. Before I had bills, before I had responsibilities, before I had to adult. I was just a kid chilling with the kids in the hall. That's it. I was just chilling with the kids in the hall on the weekends. And that was it. That was absolutely it. But it's one of those shows where, like, it's either a hit or miss. Either you love it or you don't care for it. And I, for whatever reason, it just clicked with me. It just clicked with me. Then it clicks with me today. I love that they modernize a lot of things to incorporate, like, you know, what's going on now with social media and the internet and pop culture. And oh my gosh, they did a really awesome job. And I am so glad that they came back together. And then the transitions, I used to love when they would transition from sketches. So when they would transition, it would be like this black and white video set up, and it would just be like a random thing, like a lady sitting next to her lizard, or, you know, or this couple on the beach. And, you know, it just was so much. And it just put me in a really awesome place. And I'm glad that the kids in the hall are back. And I don't care who knows it. I know. I'm totally a 90s nerd. I don't give a doggone, because they were a fun group. They were a fun group. And yes, I was absolutely a Kids in the Hall nerd and loved the show. Still love the show. I don't know. You guys check it out. Maybe I'm just going to be one of those weird kids in the hall. I don't know. We'll just see that about. But I hope that you guys had a great, fantabulous week. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for supporting the Ash That It movement and everything that it holds, everything that I've been involved in. I've got a lot of big things coming up. Your girl's gone international, so we gonna see how that goes. That's gonna be even better than I thought it would be. And that's been such a blessing on my life. And I just thank each and every one of you guys for all of the downloads, all the shares, all the cares. It makes a huge difference. And we're gonna take over. One city at a time. One city at a time. I'll let y'all have a great, prosperous week.